Hi, good morning all of you. Today we are continuing the chapter inverse trigonometric functions. And we just discussed how we can define the inverse trigonometric, means inverse function of sin x. Let us just to recall, means go to its graph pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. And on the y axis 1 minus 1, and to the left side minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, etc. And you know how to draw the graph: sin 0 0, then pi by 2 1, pi 0, 3 pi by 2 minus 1, etc. Sin pi by 2 minus 1, pi 0, minus pi by 2, like this it is going. Okay, and see, and we yesterday in the previous class we just discussed we are taking the full real numbers as the domain of sine function r2 minus 1 1. Sine function is defined from r2 minus 1 1. Now this function is not 1 1 function. So what we have to do? We have to take a small interval from r to make it as 1 1 function. So yesterday we discussed this 1 1 function from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If you are taking this interval, means from here to here we will get a 1 1 function. And see, not only from this interval, we will get it from minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 also, or pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 also, or 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2 also. Like this many intervals are there to make it as 1 1 function. Means now instead of r, if you are taking other intervals, means 3 pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, one interval, and defining a function from sin x defined from minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 also, from this one also it is 1 1 function. But among this one, means among these branches, minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, plus pi by 2 to plus 3 pi by 2, among these branches we are taking one branch as principal value branch. That is our minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, comma. This is calling principal value branch. Principal value branch. Okay. Other all intervals, means 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 to 7 pi by 2. The same thing is happening, means the same way we can define inverse function there if we are restricting the real number to in that branch. But among that one we selected for doing the problems and all, doing the further results and all, we are selecting this as principal value branch. That much only. Okay, other all are having the same property, but among that one is taken as principal value branch. Got it? Then, so we are changing this entire real number to minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Now this function is a 1 1 and on 2 function. So we can define a inverse function. So we can define sin inverse of x from this range set will come its domain, and its domain will come its range. Minus 1 1 2, minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Means one element from here mapping to here, the according to sine function, and what inverse function is doing, this element mapped to the original element itself. That is mapped function is inverse function is doing. Okay, that means see here, what is the value for sine inverse of 1? From here, sine inverse of 1. What is sine inverse of 1? Sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. See, sine inverse of pi by 2 is 1. So sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. And see, sine, if I am extending, this is 5 pi by 2. At 5 pi by 2 also sine function is 1. So we can write sine of 5 pi by 2 is equal to 1. But don't write sine inverse of 1 is equal to 5 pi by 2. This is wrong, because we took, this is not in the principal value branch. Okay, so 5 pi by 2 is not included. So only one value will be there for sine inverse of 1, that is pi by 2 only, not 5 pi by 2, because we restricted it to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Got it? Then what is sine inverse of 0? Sine inverse of 0, here 0 is there in between minus 1 and 1. Here also 0 is there, minus pi by 2 and with pi by 2 0 is there. So sine inverse of 0 is 0. What is sine inverse of minus 1? Minus pi by 2. Okay, what is sine inverse of 1 by 2? Sine inverse of 1 by 2. Sine of which value gives 1 by 2? Pi by 6 gives 1 by 2. So sine inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 6. What is sine inverse of minus 1 by 2? That is equal to minus pi by 6. Means here sine inverse of minus pi by 6 is minus 1 by 2. So sine of minus pi by 6 is minus 1 by 2. So sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is minus pi by 6. Okay, like this we can give the values. Clear? Then we can define cos function and its inverse function. Y equal to cos x, its graph. Drawing, marking 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, etc. Then here minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, etc. Then here 1 minus 1. This is y equal to cos x graph we are going to draw. Cos 0, 1, so here pi by 2, 0, minus pi, minus 1, this like this it is going. And to here, 1 is just, and to here pi by 2, 0, minus 1, 3 pi by 2, 0, like this it is going. This is y equal to cos x graph. Then we can draw, what about cos, okay, we are going to define only, okay. Then see, can we take this as the interval to define it as, to make it as 1, 1 on 2? If you are taking minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, will it be 1, 1 on 2? Never. See, here this much portion only the graph. See, here one point is giving by this point and same, this point's image also same. Both 2 points elements are, images are same. So it's not 1, 1. So that is not the principal value branch or the interval for making it as 1, 1 on 2. So which interval we will take to make it as 1, 1 on 2? See the graph and find it which interval is possible to make it as 1, 1 and on 2. If you are taking minus pi to 0, see this piece, this is the graph, minus pi to 0, it is okay, it is 1, 1 on 2, to minus 2 pi to minus pi, okay, it is 1, 1 on 2. So we have this piece to define it as 1, 1 on 2. We have this much piece, means minus pi to 0 interval also, 0 to pi also, pi to 2 pi also, 2 pi to 3 pi also. Many intervals are there to make it as 1, 1 on 2. Among that one, the interval 0 pi means cos x we will define from 0 pi to minus 1, 1. Now we will take this as the principal value branch. Many branches are there to make the same situation, but among that one interval, one branch we are taking it as principal value branch. Then we can define cos inverse of x. Now it is 1, 1 on 2 bijective function. Cos inverse of x from minus 1, 1 to 0 pi. See, very important. Cos inverse defined from minus 1, 1 to 0 pi. Clear? Then like this tan function, cosec function, cot function, sec function, everything will come. Means to get the idea, I explained the graph of sin x and cos x and its inverse function. Other all will come the same way. Same idea will follow. So no need to discuss that much. Clear? Only to get the idea, I explained this graph. Which idea? how the domain and the range will come for the inverse function and how it can be defined. How it can be defined? The trigonometric functions domains we need to restrict. Then only we can define the inverse of those trigonometric functions. We can draw cos inverse x graph also. Y equal to cos inverse of x. For that, x element minus 1 1. So, on the x axis minus 1 1 we are marking. On the y axis pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi etc. Here minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2 etc. Cos 0 1. So, here 1 point. Cos pi by 2 0 like this it is going, minus 1, 3 pi by 2 0 like this. And here pi by 2, pi by 2 0, minus 1, 3 pi by 2 0 like this it is going. Clear? This is the graph of cos inverse of x. That is cos x, this is cos inverse of x. Mirror image of reflection along y equal to x. That is told. Inverse functions graph means original graph's reflection along y equal to x. Okay. Or take this one to like this, then you will get this graph. Then we can define, we can just explain what are the domain and range of all the inverse trigonometric functions. Function domain range. First one, sine inverse. Domain we already told, minus 1 1 and the range set is minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Cos inverse of x. Its domain is minus 1 1 and 0 pi. Tan inverse of x. Its domain is real number to open interval minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Then why pi by 2? What is the problem if it is making closed interval? Tan means sine by cos. Cos pi by 2 0. So, tan function's domain will not come plus pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. That is why range set is coming, domain is coming, minus restricted domain for tan x is open interval minus pi by 2 pi by 2, because cos is 0 at that point. So, sine by 0 will come, tan is equal to sine by cos. So, by 0 will come, that is why not defined. That is why at odd multiples of pi by 2 it is not defined. So, domain of tan x will come minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Domain of tan x restricted domain, full range, full domain we are taking means it will not be 1 1 on 2. So, we restricted the domain into minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. And if we are taking closed interval, it is not defined in the at the values minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. That is why it is coming open interval. Clear? Then cosec inverse of x. Cosec inverse of x defined from r minus open interval minus 1 1 means cosec x range set, and the domain we will restrict it to minus pi by 2 pi by 2, but in the set 0 is there, we need to remove that one. Okay, cosec x, its restricted domain will come minus pi by 2 pi by 2 minus 0. Original cosec x graph will come r minus n pi's, but full r, full real number we are not taking, we are taking only the interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. In that one the sine function is not defined at 0, that is why 0 we are removing to define cosec x. Restricted domain of cosec x is this one. So, its range of cosec inverse x will come like this. Then sec inverse of x, r minus open interval minus 1 1 to closed interval 0 pi minus pi by 2, because cos function is, sec is not defined at pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0, that is why sec is not defined. So, domain of sec x, restricted domain of sec x will come this one, that is why its range, sec inverse its range is coming, that is it. Then the last one, cot inverse of x, cot inverse of x defined from r to open interval 0 pi. Okay, so this is the important thing, domain and range of the inverse trigonometric functions. Then this table is there in your textbook, you can write it in your notebook, this table. Only you need to draw the graph of sin inverse and cos inverse, other all graph no need to draw in your notebook. Then this domain and range of the inverse trigonometric functions. Can we continue? Okay. Then we have some properties. Sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to minus sin x. Before that, I need to explain sin of sin inverse of x. See, f composition f inverse of x is equal to x we studied. Similarly, sin function with composition function with the inverse function will make x. Sin of sin inverse of x equal to x, comma x element where x, which elements will take by sin inverse? X element minus 1 1. Similarly, we can write sin inverse of sin x equal to x, comma x element minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Why? The x values will from minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. This is one property. Similarly, we can write cos of cos inverse of x is equal to x, x element minus 1 1. The cos inverse defined from that set, that is why x element minus 1 1. Same way, cos inverse of cos x is equal to x, x element 0 pi. Like this we can write tan inverse of tan x equal to x, tan of tan inverse of x equal to x, cosec inverse of cos x is equal to x. Like that, all trigonometric function with its inverse function taking composition, we will get the identity element x itself, identity function x itself. Clear? So, this is one property. This is not new for you because only the inverse function is new for you. One function taking composition with its inverse function will make that element itself. That we know already. Then sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to minus sin x. Sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse x. Cosec inverse of x. Sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse of x. We can give the proof. Only for this one I am giving the proof. Proof is not required actually, but we need to know how it came. That is why only this one giving the proof. Put y is equal to cosec inverse of x. Then we can write cosec y is equal to x. Cosec inverse of x equal to y means cosec y equal to x. So, we can write y equal to 1 by cosec y is equal to 1 by x. 1 by cosec y means sin y. Sin y is equal to 1 by x. So, we can write y equal to sin inverse of 1 by x. Sin y equal to 1 by x means y equal to sin inverse of 1 by x. See this one, these two result, y equal to cosec inverse of x, y equal to sine inverse of 1 by x. So, we can equate these equations, means these two same left side same, so right side equating. Sine inverse of 1 by x equal to cosec inverse of x. Similarly, so this is very important property, cosine inverse of 1 by x equal to cosec inverse of x. Similarly, we can write cos inverse of same proof, cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to sec inverse of x. Then tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x. So, these three results you write together and put it in the box. Which are the three? Sine inverse of 1 by x equal to cosec inverse of x, cos inverse of 1 by x equal to sec inverse of x, tan inverse of 1 by x equal to cot inverse of x. These three properties write together and put it in a box. Then, can I give one more property? Okay, thank you. Next property, sine inverse of minus x equal to minus sine inverse of x. Sine inverse. See, after finishing properties, we can start doing the problems. Till that you just listen and study the concepts which we are explaining. Okay, problems we can start later. Then, means we need to study some results, some trigonometric results we need to study. Inverse trigonometric result. Last year we studied few results, no, like that in this chapter also few results are there, and just applying the result, that much only, very easy. Only to by heart the result you are feeling it difficult, after that it is very, problems are very simple. Like that it is, this is an easy chapter actually in our textbook, very easy to score mark. So, sine inverse of minus x equal to minus sine inverse of x. So, we can start. Sine inverse of minus x, we can give it as y. So, we can write minus x is equal to sine y. Sine inverse of minus x is y, so minus x equal to sine y. So, we can write x is equal to minus sine y, and we know sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So, we can write minus sine theta equal to sine of minus theta. So, here minus sine of y, I am writing sine of minus y. Then we can write sine inverse of x is equal to minus y. So, we can write y equal to minus sine inverse of x. So, we got y equal to minus sine inverse of x and y equal to sine inverse of minus x. Comparing these two, we are getting sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse of x property we are getting. Similarly, we will give the proof for the next two also. The next two is coming, tan inverse of minus x equal to tan inverse of minus x equal to minus tan inverse of x. Cosec inverse of minus x is equal to minus cosec inverse of x. These three properties together means the same type property, that is why these three property together. Okay children, this much only we are discussing today. After that, in the next class we can continue the remaining properties. So, go through your textbook, then I hope you all have a textbook. If you do not have a textbook, you just Google it, you will get it. Okay then, thank you children, and study well. Very important thing, this online class only possible for you. So, study well, take it as seriously and do it well. Okay, do not simply listening then finished, not like that. You have to work on it, then only you will get the improvement. Okay children, thank you.